This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Welcome back, everybody. There is something that you can practice or have somebody support you with that will give you clarity, make you feel better, give you just a better feeling overall, some peace, and you don't have to do anything, like nothing. We're going to show you that in just a few minutes. I'm talking about Reiki, also known as energy healing. And she does that as our professional of the year. She's the owner and also a licensed therapist, massage therapist at Hilton Head Island Spa and Wellness. And she practices Reiki as well. All of
Reiki
that.
master.
Say that again.
I'm a Reiki master. That means I've done all the levels of it, attunements.
We got the best here. And Paula Biondo joining us once again. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you? Happy to be
Good.
here.
Is there, I'm trying to remember now, is it to get to Reiki Master, is that the third level? Is it
Yes.
three? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take for you to go from, Reiki 1, 2, and then to Master?
Yeah. Well, I was lucky. I was fortunate enough in my school. My teacher was from Massachusetts. The lady that owned the school, and she had Reiki masters in her school. So I was able to take that as I was getting licensed for massage therapy. So I got the certificate when I was in school. So most people are not fortunate enough, but the teacher was ahead of her time.
Wow. So you were getting the massage thing handled in terms of instruction and doing Reiki at the same time, learning.
Yeah, it was separate classes, but I signed up for them.
Mm.
I've been doing it for over 20 years.
Wow. What inspired you in the beginning? Like what was calling you about Reiki? Because some of us face value look at it as like, oh, come on, it's not really working, this energy thing and all of that. What hooked you?
Well, first curiosity, I was very curious because I love the hands-on healing massage, but I knew there was more. And intuitively, I just felt like it was such a peaceful feeling. It's very relaxing. Just the word Reiki alone, I was drawn to intuitively, energetically. So I guess I was always an energy healer. That was part of my passion to learn to grow from that. And so just knowing that it was going to be a peaceful feeling. And I always want to help others. So it was nice to, learn other modalities.
Reiki would be described as what?
So Reiki is an energy healing. It's hands-on. It's a Japanese modality. And it's whatever you believe, God or universal energy force. I'm just a facilitator. So the energy is coming through me in your belief system. So if you believe in God or universal energy or both. So I just go where I'm drawn to go. I can put my hands on you or just vibrationally in the, almost touching you, but not touching you. And my hands usually get really warm and I can feel the vibration. I'm just holding where I think needs to be held to be released. A lot of people, can get emotional about it because they know they're letting go of something that no longer serves them. And a lot of times people go, "Whoa, what was that?" Like the first time they have a Reiki session. And they go, "Oh, what was that? Can I have a tissue?"
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've never experienced that, but definitely, and I'm sure you hear this description come up all the time. Lighter. You just feel lighter, like a load taken off your shoulders.
Yes.
Hmm.
The weight is like people say, I always say, let's get rid of that pain in your neck. Who's the pain in your neck in your life that we need to get out of your neck?
So figuratively and literally, I'm thinking here,
Yes.
right?
Or, holding the world of weight on your shoulders. People have such tight shoulders. They're holding all their energy there, all their trauma, all their discomfort right in their shoulders.
And this isn't just tension, like daily tension. I got to get a proposal out by 5 p.m. today. I got to get this done. I got blah, blah, blah. It's not just that.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the energy of things around you, people around you, all of that weighing on your shoulders.
Well, it's whatever you allow in. If you don't have boundaries and you take it all on, it's going to weigh on your shoulders. People who have a lot of stuff on their shoulders because they're taking it all in. They don't have boundaries.
Mm. It's funny when and I'm guessing you've done this in your life where you take a little bit of time
Mhm.
and you realize what's going on in your life and what may be sucking the energy out of you and weighing you down. And when you start, maybe eliminating some of that or people, whatever works, that you realize how the energy has this major impact on you.
Right. So it's all about trust too. People trust me when they get on the table, even if they first meet me. They might have read my bio or read my reviews, and they say, "Okay, I want to try her." So there's already that connection there. They feel comfortable, and so they're ready to release. And so something might come up. They say, "I wasn't even aware that was bothering me." Something came up like they had a fight with their mom like 3 years ago, or yesterday their boyfriend got them upset about something, or something happened at work. And sometimes people are not fully conscious of it, but then when they get on their table and they're really relaxed and letting go, that memory will come up, and then they'll release it. So some people laugh, some people cry, some people fart. It's all different, however they want to release.
When I've had Reiki done, there have been times, and I'm talking in person. Majority for me has been virtual, people
Mhm.
like around the country. But the few times that I've done it in person, I've fallen asleep, and it was such a restful. And once I went with somebody to a Reiki session, I fell asleep. They were going to have it done as well. And they told me that I was snoring. I don't
Mhm.
snore. I was in such a deep, like, this is great. All right.
I've had a couple of those where men like to snore. It's such a happy snore because they're like, oh, it feels so good. Such a happy snore.
That's just it. It really is. Like it. And the funny thing is, this is what I'm referring to. 3 years ago, 3 years ago, and I still remember the room I was in, the person's house. It was a friend of a friend that was doing Reiki. That like their couch, like just like she didn't want to wake me up. The woman that was the practitioner because it was
So I
so
did keep processing.
yes, because it was relaxing and worked. Now I
Mhm.
want to go back to something you said a moment ago when you have people on the table. I know for me, those words on the table just can trigger people where it's like, surgery, deep, heavy
Oh,
stuff,
I'm
table.
sorry.
Yeah. You're not doing you don't even have to touch the person.
Right, you have your clothes on,
Yeah.
and I usually put you underneath the blanket because your body temperature usually drops
Hmm.
and you get a little chilly. Some people do, not everybody. Everybody's different. Everybody's unique. So, it's nice to have the comfort of a blanket on
I
top of
forgot
them.
about that until you just said it. And
And no bras. You have to have your bra off. You have to be not confined.
okay. The when I fell asleep, I do remember that it felt a little chillier in the room. But I also think that's also why I slept because they say, lower the temperature if you want to sleep well.
Well,
Hmm.
sometimes it's a past connection that comes through. I know I get freezing when I work on people. If I get like ice cold, I feel like it's a past connection that the person is releasing.
Wow. Wow.
You
How
go
how
that
would you
deep.
go hypothetical? How would
Yeah.
you describe what a past connection is?
Okay, so I had this one lady that had all these cats, right? She came in, and she didn't tell me anything. She just got on my table, and I could feel this past life connection with her and animals and stuff. And in a past life, she had killed a cat, and this lifetime, she was dealing with this energy for years, and she didn't even
Hmm.
know it was in her subconscious. And then she had like 20 cats at her house, and it was like she was overcompensating in her mind because she had this experience where she had killed a cat. This is way back, like in the jungle era, way back when. And her body just started releasing and shaking. Her arms started moving. She had this huge release. It's one of the biggest releases I've ever had with somebody. And that was a true past life. And she was so lighter. And oh my God, she was so happy because she was really concerned that she was, accumulating all these cats all the time. Isn't that wild? Did I just blow your
Many,
mind?
many questions, many questions. How you said this went back in time, I guess in her lineage with the cat
Yeah.
situation. I mean, you'll
So
never know.
we both were very connected, and I was in an altered state of consciousness with her, and she was ready to let go. So we went really deep. I sat there really deep with her,
Mm.
and the information just came in. So I was in her past life too. I was sitting there with her, and we were sitting, along the street, in the jungle by these trees, and she killed this cat. It was
Was
wild.
what when you say that, was it I'm visualizing way back jungle. Was it self-defense? Like what was up?
No, it wasn't self-defense.
Was it accidental? What like
Yeah. Yeah, it was accidental.
okay. Wow.
Yeah. But
Um
she felt so much better. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. She felt, and I never saw her again.
one and done, I guess. Uh the past life regression thing, I know we just opened a door here
Mm.
to that, but I had my first ever past life regression back in June. And uh, wow. I can't even describe it. It
Mm.
was so real. And part of me, the skeptical part says, all right, that situation, and it involved a horse. I was a farmer. Um,
Mhm.
Part of me was like, come on, your brain is just making this up. Okay. And I say that because where I was staying, I was out of the country when I had the
Mhm.
past life done. I was virtual.
Okay.
I was on just a getaway vacation. There was a horse nearby that I befriended, and I would feed him and give him lettuce. We just tied up in a field. It was horrible. Um, so now, a day after that, I do the past life regression. There's a horse. I'm a farmer. I'm
Oh
like
wow.
my brain is like, come on, dude, you're just making it all up. Until there were situations involving people and the passing of people in the regression where I had deep sorrow and
Hmm.
sadness to the point where it's just like
Bawling.
it was real.
Hmm.
And that's my this this has to be from a past life, because why would you feel these certain things,
Right.
right? Like,
Well, think about it. There's so much mystery in our life that we take for granted. You know,
mm,
we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. That's a mystery. We don't even know what's going to happen in the next moment. Things can change instantly.
yep.
There's so much, unknown, but we just take it for granted because it's like our life. So it's really about living in the mystery. Once you really love to do that, it's really unique experience.
And living in the moment too, because those things that you talk about, the future, I don't know about you, but I got nobody I know that can tell us exactly with full certainty what's going
Right.
to happen in 5 minutes from right now. I
Right.
don't know. We have
Right.
reasonable assumption based on evidence around us. We're going to continue doing this podcast. You're going to give us an example of how this all works, and but 100%, I don't know. We don't know. So
But there's
what?
always choices too. There's always choices, right?
Well, you have a choice to worry about the future or not. Which brings a lot of us down when we're worrying about the future instead of just living in the moment.
We missed the moment.
We miss the moment. Yeah. So should we do this now? Give an example
Yeah,
of
sure. If you'd
what you
like.
would do. And this is, no table or anything like that. This is you connecting with my energy and maybe picking up some things. This is a very basic example.
Okay. Okay, just take a deep breath and close your eyes and relax. Relax your head and your eyes and your shoulders. Okay, now open your eyes slowly.
I don't want to. Hmm?
Okay, so what I was picking up that you're a very heart-centered person. You come from your heart, you love from your heart. You're a feeling type of person. And I think it would really benefit you to connect with more like-minded people. I think sometimes you can get frustrated with people. There's a frustration there that can occur, and that connecting with people who are, more like-minded would be really beneficial for you to experience more joy in your life. I see you out with animals a lot. Do you ever go to zoos? It'd be benefit for you to go sit with, the elephants and the giraffes and stuff. I think the animals would talk to you. So elephant and giraffe, you can look up those two spirit guide animals and read the message. You can just Google it, animal spirit guide for giraffe, animal spirit guide for elephant. I always say read it 3 times. And what you resonate, what jumps off the page at you is what you should keep with you in your life. So if it's, there's a calmness about you, people are comfortable around you. You're a likable person. So I think you need to receive more love. I think you give out a lot. And I think receiving more love, friendship, or, true love, whatever it is, would be really healthy for you because you have a lot to offer people.
I'm not going to say this because you're saying it, but all of the above. All of the above. And it was last night at about 10:15 p.m. I was having a conversation with somebody basically about what we're talking about, the energy thing, and how others don't get it. And, don't understand where I come from. And I'm not a practitioner, Reiki master, or anything like that. I just learn about it talking to people like you. But everything you said, now, would you say that the elephant and or giraffe is my spirit animal?
Yeah, you have two of them. The elephant. Okay, so the elephant, I think, connects with your heart. So your emotions and your heart, and your giraffe would be more your intellect. Maybe speaking clear in your throat chakra. Maybe the giraffe can help you open up your throat chakra a little more. Sometimes I think you don't want to offend somebody, so you don't tell them the truth. Or you could be, dance around it a little bit because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
I'm going to say yes. And um, I'll share this about the throat chakra. I'm going to make it really lasered down here. A year ago, I got some weird virus. I never get sick. Weirdest thing. Lost my voice. Never happened. ENT told me you may need to learn how to talk again. And I'm like,
Wow.
uh, this is what I do. I got my voice back. He was incorrect. I got my voice back in like another, like a week and a half after that, took time. Then I developed, I've had skin cancer forever. Then I get skin cancer right here.
Mm.
And it developed like I've never had it ever in a higher level. And in 12 weeks, it just, and I had to have surgery. They told me it was going to be at stage 3. They were wrong. I went with my intuition.
Right.
I knew this can't be right. Had surgery, all done, finished, all good. But my point here is, like you mentioned, the throat chakra. I'm convinced there's something there. And the other part of this is my mother had the same cancer on the other side of her neck, i.e., her throat. And I'm convinced in our family, there was a couple of things that happened that wasn't cool. Others did. My mother never spoke up. I never spoke up.
Right.
There's not, I don't even have a doubt about that. I know it sounds woo for some, but there's no, what are the chances of the same thing?
Right.
There's not.
It's always something. Speaking the truth, is tough for a lot of people because everybody's so sensitive, especially nowadays. And a lot of people don't want to hear the truth because then they have to deal with it.
True.
You know what I mean? But it's really your truth. So it's important for health reasons. It really is. Speaking the truth is really important for health reasons because that's another thing. You hold it in your body and where does it go? Well, yours went right here, right?
Got to go somewhere. Or is it reasonable to think that even if you're not fully speaking your truth, the energy can be dissipated through Reiki?
Right. That's where it's going to come up. See, it's going to come up that there's so I'm going to really, put my hands, I don't like hold somebody's neck, but,
Yeah.
put my hands close to their neck or hold their shoulders and, the body starts speaking. Not all practitioners have that. That's part of my gift, that the body starts speaking. I also take it to the next level. I have my own Reiki modality that I created called Unfolding Grace. And actually, when I'm doing the when I'm doing the Reiki, my hands actually unwind. It's like an unwinding of an energy that comes up like a tornado. It kind of comes out. And so it's a really deep release just by the movement of the energy releasing.
Hmm.
I call it unwinding grace.
You are, without a doubt, very intuitive, right?
Yes. I've
You,
always been since I always used to say when I was 15, people need to be aware. People need to be aware. I had that gift for a long time until I really cultivated it because I would see things that other people didn't see from a young age.
even in a short time, you describe, you don't know me. We talked a few times, but what you described was spot on. And I don't think you could take just anybody else and say the same stuff. It's very specific. I'm intrigued. I'm so looking forward to Googling elephant and giraffe. And what, spirit animal? What was that again?
Animal spirit guide.
Animal
You can do
spirit guide.
Native American animal spirit guide for elephant, Native American animal spirit guide, giraffe.
To your point here, when I saw that horse, not in the past life, but in this current life, I looked in its eye, and I gotta tell you, Paula, there was a connection. It's the weirdest thing. Like I'm looking like the horse is saying, "I got you.
Aw,
You got me.
that's
You got
great.
we're connected
Awesome.
here." I can't even describe it. I will never forget it.
Horses are so powerful.
Uh,
Ooh,
They are so underestimated.
yeah.
Um, and I think that's because we look at them as the work animal. That was transportation back in the day. They perform a function. So, Dad, it's a horse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, there's way more than that.
Yeah.
Way more going on there
They're
in terms,
beautiful too. Mm.
and that too. Yeah. And they can read you like in a second.
Oh, yeah, they're really powerful.
Yeah. If dogs are good at doing that, which they are, horses times 10. Times 10. Um, Fantastic. How do we connect with you? I know obviously a lot of modalities, the therapy is where your spa is in Hilton Head. But the other stuff, the Reiki and all of that can be done virtually. How do we find you?
So you can either call me or text me at 843-816-3355 or send me an email, Hilton Head Island Spa, the number one at gmail.com.
I knew you were intuitive, but after today, what much more than I ever expected. Not that I doubted, but you don't know until you
Never
know.
know.
Yeah, there's probably way more I don't know. Paula, thank you for today. Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
We're coming right back and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.